From the KBIA Newsroom in Columbia, I'm Charlie Dahlgren. Missouri could become the second state to establish a domestic violence offender registry. If a person is convicted of domestic violence and has been convicted at least once before, they would have to register as a persistent offender. The database would share their name, birth date, offense, conviction date, county of conviction, and photograph. People can search for potential offenders in the database by looking up a name and county. Persistent offenders would also have to pay a $150 fee, part of which would go towards a domestic violence prevention fund. Republican Representative Ann Kelly co-sponsored the bill and says the fee will help the state continue to support domestic violence programs, especially if the legislature moves forward with Governor Mike Kehoe's proposed funding cut to the Victims of Crime Act.
And so that would just enable us to increase that fund up. And the grant system's already there, and it's ran through the prosecuting attorneys in local counties.
The bill passed unanimously in committee and now moves to the House floor. As next week's spring break approaches, Missouri lawmakers pushed 8 different bills through to the Senate floor on Monday. KOMU 8 reports some of the bills passed were a requirement for age verification on pornographic websites, the allowing of licensed healthcare providers in Missouri to offer telehealth services, and the ability for a vendor to round cash transactions to the nearest 5 cents, as pennies cease to be printed. The 8 bills are headed to the Missouri Senate, where they will go through committee and receive a vote on the Senate floor. The City of Columbia's Community Summit is an opportunity for residents to voice their opinions and concerns directly to city officials. KBIA's Megan Curry has more on how the previous summit has impacted years past and how the city hopes to respond this year.
The annual Community Summit encourages residents to let their voices be heard, giving residents the chance to give their ideas to City Council members. The 2025 Summit inspired new civic projects and allowed the community to have a greater part in how their city is governed. Some of these projects included adding a flight to Denver from the Columbia Regional Airport and adding more education to city budget town halls. Stephanie Brown is the Special Projects Manager for the City Manager and says last year's summit inspired even more community engagement events throughout the year.
We did get information about people wanted to see more engagement with city leadership in a more informal platform throughout the year. And one of the things that came up were block parties.
The 2026 summit is set for this Saturday at City Hall. I'm Megan Curry, KBIA News.
Community leaders are preparing to finally open the Opportunity Campus, the culmination of a years-long effort to build a central destination for homeless services in Columbia. The Columbia Missourian reports the services provided at the facility will align with the many nonprofit groups converging to support both housed and unhoused residents of Boone County. The 6-acre campus along Business Loop 70 will begin rolling out some of its services between March 23rd and April 1st. More services, including an overnight shelter and dining hall that will serve up to 150 residents, are scheduled to open this summer. I'm Charlie Dahlgren, KBIA News, Columbia.